now it's better. Alright, so today let's solve 5 more leetcode questions until I find a job. So let's jump right into it. So the first question is the product array except self. So this question gives you an array nums. So the input should be 1, 2, 3, 4 in this way, and you should return the product of the array, but without itself. So in this case, 2 times 3 times 4 is 24. So here's 24, and the second is for just 3 times 4 times y, so it's 12, and so on. So so this question seems easy. You could just basically you just product every element together, and you just divide it by that element. But this question we have some constraint, that is we cannot use the division operation, and also we need to have a big off and runtime. So this question we can use the prefix and postfix to basically go one-way scan from the beginning to the end, and from the end to the beginning. So so they say we have a prefix is equal to 1. So basically initially we would just time. We would go from the beginning to the end. So it will be 1, and then 2 is also 2. Then the third one will become 2. Yeah. Oh, no, I think this is 1, because when we go over the first one, we assign the prefix to the result. So this should looks like this. And so the first element is 1. Then we update our this number to the prefix. Then we go to the second one, and the second one is 2. But we also still assign the prefix of it, because we don't want to get that element into the product. So this is still 1. And the third element, but now the prefix becomes 2, because we just see this is 2. Then we go to the third element, then it should become 2, because right now the prefix is 2. Then the fourth element, and we have to update this, so the prefix will become 6. Then we will assign this to 6. So this is the prefix. Then we also will do a postfix again, and starting by 1, but this time we are going from the back to the front. So now the result should be the postfix, but we are going from the end to the beginning. So we are using the same one. So initially it will become, it's still 1, 1, 2, 6 in this case. And since we from the end is the postfix is 1 times 1 times the 6 is 6. Then we update our postfix to 6. Then we go to the third one, and 6 times and we will assign the what am I? Did I do wrong? well, because we have to use the nums as our post to update our postfix. So so let's start over. So initially the postfix is 1, then we finish this one, then we update our postfix. Right now it's still 1 because the postfix in this index there's no number in front of it, so it's 1. Then we go to this one, and but we have to update our postfix if we want to move the index in the front. So right now this one is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8, and then we also have to update our postfix. So right now the postfix should be times this one because we have to increment the postfix. So 4 times 3 right now is 12. Then we update this 12. Then again we need to multiply this postfix with the current index. So right now this one will be 4. Then we can update this one. So this will be the result. So I think it's hard to explain this on the I wish I could draw it. So basically we would have several blocks, and basically we just apply the prefix and postfix, then we just multiply it, but that would require extra memory. So we use the results to save, so that we can save some memory there. So I think if write the code would be easy to understand. So initially we initiate the prefix equals to 1, and we for n in nums we just and also we have to have a result is equal to, so result dot append prefix, and prefix should be updated by n. So now we have the result. And then we have to do the same thing for the postfix. So for n in range, because we have to do it like nums -1 -1 -1. We have to do it in reverse order. So then we have to multiply this by the postfix first. Then we have to update our postfix with the current nums. Yep. Then after this, we can just return the result. So let's run this. Not sure if I did anything wrong, but okay, so now it seems working. And let's submit it. Okay, so so this is working. I think my previous submission probably looks a little bit different, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, so my previous submission is all using the range, and I'm using also the bins, but this time I just append it first. And so the key here is to assign this to the prefix, then we update the prefix, we multiply by the current number, so that way it will multiply but without itself. So it's kind of tricky. So yeah, that's for this question. And next question is the valid Sudoku, and this one is it doesn't ask you if it's solvable, it just asks you if this is a valid Sudoku board. So if any rows or columns or these squares, they didn't contain any duplicates number from 1 to 9, then it should be valid. So so for this question, I will create three hash sets, and one for row, one for column, and one for each square. And the squares key would be the rows and columns divided by 3. So for example, for this cell, it belongs to this square. So this square is in the first row and the second column, but it all belongs to the first block. So its coordination looks like 1 divided by 3 and 2 divided by 3. And this goes to like 0, 0, 0, and it's representing these squares. So in total, we would have 0, 0 to 3, 3 in this case. So this would be 0, 0 and 1, 0, 2, 0. Oh, so it's 2, 2, 2. Sorry, 2, 0, and this is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. So yeah, and we just keep checking it. As long as it doesn't have duplicates, it's valid. So yeah, this question seems overwhelming in the beginning, but the implementation is quite straightforward. So I would initialize rows is default dict and set, and columns equals to default dict, also set, and then we have the squares is also to default dict set. Alright, so now we have to write 2 for loops because range 9, because we have 9 rows and 9 columns in this case. And if board if it equals to the dot, because here's how the border looks like. If it's dot, then we just skip this cell. So now we have to check if the board RC if it's in rows or columns or okay, so we have to write this squares, then we would return false because we will keep adding the cell to the set, and if it has duplicates, then we will return false because it has been seen in if any of these conditions satisfy. And okay, so since we also have to have the key, so the key for this set would be this rows R, and this would be for the column C, and this is the tricky part. Then you will have to have this row divided by 3 and column divided by 3. So this is the index for the key for the hash set. So yeah, so this, as long as you know this one, it should be easy. Then we can if none of this satisfy, then we can append it to the set. So rows, this, if we couldn't find any duplicates, then it should be true. So I'm doing it right. Fault. Okay. Submit it. Okay, so this is the valid Sudoku. And next is the string encode and decode. So this question asks, they gives you a list of string, and you should encode it into a string, and then you have to decode it back to its with a string in the list. So so initially we would you because they will be probably have the alphabet in the input, so probably will be like a 3 in NEET. So or there might have some special like characters. So so the best way to do it is to encode it with number and the special symbol. Then we know by reading the number, we know. But if we have like a symbol, so let's say so if we have like this lead, like this one, the Decode loves you. In this scenario, we would trying to get to like 4, and with this the pound sign, and with NEET, then we have 4, CODE, 4. So this is probably like not like a very good example. So probably it has like a bunch of E's. Then we probably have maybe, I don't know, 27. Then or maybe just 11 is fine. But I don't want to count. So let's pretend we have 11. And like love. This, and 3, and this. So this is how we would encode the code. So when we encode this one to the string, then we can easily tell whenever we have a number with our own symbol, then we know the rest is like the length, and we can separate them back to its original looks. So yeah, because sometimes we might have some like this, for example, like this. So we might have like this and this, right? But when we encounter this, we know there is no number in front of this special character. So so we know this is not the symbol that we would use. It's just a string. So that's the key. We have the length and the symbol. That's the trigger. So let's write it. So to encode it, it's fairly easy. We can have let's call string. We just initialize it. Oh, hold on. And then and we just iterate it, right? For character in strings, not in string. For string in this character, then we have to go. So for this needs, we will have to append it to our string. So the first should be the length, and what's the length of this string, and also we have to make it a string so that we can append it, plus this special character, and we also have to append the string. So I probably have to get another name so it will not confuse. Alright, so we will keep append to this string, and after this we just return our string. So the encode is easy. And then we have to write a decode function. So remember, we are trying to find a number. We're trying to find the number with our pound sign. So we can initialize the list first. We are going to append, and we can for I in length of string. So we can have like 2 pointers. So it's keep moving until it's reached to the special symbol. So while is of J not equals to this one, we just keep increment J, so that we will keep moving our second pointer until it's reached the pound sign. So when it reached the pound sign, then we reach the pound sign, we just we will have to know the length. So the length would be the string from index I to J, right? Because remember, we hit the pound sign, and that is the number. So let's say maybe it's like 100 pound. So at the beginning, like I and J both in the first position. Then since it's not a pound, so we keep incremented until we hit the pound sign. So right now the J is 3 and I is 0. So the length should be 100. So it's the from 0 to 3, right? So that's the length, 100. And now we get the length. So, and we also know the pound sign is J plus 1. So now we can append it, right? So we would append from J plus 1 until the length. But we have to plus 1 as well, since let's say it's like 3 pound and with YOU something, then so the length is 3 and it's 0 to 3. Oh no, it's 0 to 1. So I'm so lost. That's why I don't like this. Alright, so here's the index, right? So in this case, the I is in the first one, and I equals to J equals to I, so it's not a pound, so J plus 1. Now I equals to 0, J is to 1, right? So and the length will be S0 to 1, so which is S0, which equals to 3, which equals to length, right? And then we want to append YOU, so it starts from 2 to 4, so J is equals to 1, so this is 2, and the length is 3, so it's to 4. Oh, I think it's J plus 1 plus, so J is equals to 1 plus 1 is 2, and the length is 3, so we don't need this. Okay, so yeah, so J is 1 plus 1 plus the length is 3, so it's 5. 0 to 5. That doesn't include the fifth element, so it will be 4. So yeah, so this should be the result. And after all this, we can just return our results. All right, let's hope I didn't make any. Okay, of course. Then it should be range. I don't know why I keep missing this range thing, but of course we have to always check the type. We have to make this string to integer, and okay, so it should be J plus 1. Then it should be probably also plus 1 as well. Yeah, so it should be to J. Then why it's not? Did I did something? This if I plus 1, it will have issues because it's right now it's for I don't know if I can figure this out in the real interview. So zero. Yeah, so if I minus 1, shouldn't this like So it's like 0 to 0. It doesn't gives you the first number. Really? Seriously? Sure I did something wrong. Or can I just have one in here? Does that make any difference? How did I solve this? Alright, let's start over. You know, the best way to debug is to delete everything, then start over. So let's say we have 4 neat, like in this example, and 4 and code, right? Let's say if we did it right. All right, so they say the I and j should be equals to 0. Okay, so in here I should initialize j equals to I, and while s of, okay, I think I might know the reason why, because it's not j, it should be starting from okay, maybe I forgot to update the I. So after all this, I will need to update the index I. So I think that's the reason. Well, equals to, because right now I remember this is the first correct version of it, so we should have this, right? So that's we will keep updating the I. So it is just seriously, I really don't know what goes wrong. Alright, never mind. Forget it. So j equals to I, s of j not equals to count, we just increment j by 1 until we hit. Then we skip this and show the number, the length should be starting from the ith and to j, right? Because j right now is the count, and we have to make this as an integer. Okay. So right now, let's say it's like 10 hash, something like this, blah blah blah. Then we would have I in here, and j was in the third index. So from 0 to 2, or yeah, 0 to 2 is 0, 1, right? Or it should be +1. I don't really sure, because j right now should be 0, 1, 2, right? So j is 2. J equals 2. Equals to 0. So string of 0 to 2 is basically 0, 1, right? So should be correct this way. Alright. I feel like I'm writing the same code. And then we want to get this string, right? So we should start from j plus 1, which is the d here. Then until we find here. So I plus j plus so j plus 1 is in here, right? And we should to have the length of it, and we should plus 1 as well. Then we append it. And the I will equals to j. Okay. If this time I couldn't do it right, I'm going to pick the answer because it's taking me too much time. Alright, delete this, run this, and it will fail, sure. Not tuple. Why is this tuple? Did I something wrong? Maybe I decoded wrong. I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, so the first part is right? The encode is right. So because I'm using for loop, I should use in the while loop. This one. Okay. So and also I'm plus too many stuff in here. So while less than this one, it should pass. What? Oh, I should initialize it, of course. Did I do something different? I think they are the same, right? What have I missed? I'm lost. I can't see any difference. How? Not tuple. Is this tuple? Oh. That's... You know, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I'm so blind. Okay. So, I wonder if the for loop couldn't... I'm really not sure if this is still working. This one. Okay, so I guess this is not working because even you update the index I here you will reset it. So you will have the second time J and I would be the same, so that's why it's having the error. Alright, so that's the reason you should use while loop, don't use for loop. And yeah, there you go. I think I'm just submitted, right? Did I? I haven't. It's the same, so it should be passed. Okay, great, passed. Alright, I have this index, and takeaway would be we don't need it's inclusive, so yeah, it's inclusive. Because we already have J plus 1. yeah, that makes sense because J is the pound, so we have to stop before J, right? And this is the starting and the length, so we would stop right before the length. All right, let's move on to the next one. So this question is the longest consecutive sequence. So this one I think is pretty hard because you have to run it in big O of n time. So at the first glance, I would just sort it, and then I would probably just go over each sequence and find the longest sequence, right? But it asks you to run in big O of n time. So so we would create like to approach to solve this, I would create a hash set for this question, and we just store every element in the hash set, and then we would go over the list again, and we would check if this number can be the beginning of a sequence. So if 99 is not in the list, means 100 in the set means 100 should be the beginning of the sequence. Then we find 101 and it's not in the set, so the sequence is ended. And then we go to 4, then we find if 3 is in a set, which it is, so it's not the beginning of the sequence, so we just skip it. Then we go to 200, then we see if 199 is in the set, then it's not, so it's the beginning of the sequence. Then we find 201 if it's in the set, and which is not, so means this sequence has ended, so we move on to the next one, and which is 1, and we check if 0 is in the set. No, it's not, so 1 can be started as a sequence. Then we check 1 plus 1, the next one, 2 to 1 is 2, is in the set, so it's continue. 3 is it in the set, so the sequence goes on. And 4 if it's in the set, which it is. 5 it's not, so the sequence ended. So then we would update, since this sequence has 1, 2, 3, 4, this has the longest sequence, so we will also have an answer to track what's the longest sequence length, and we just return it. So yeah, so let's jump right to it. So I would do the num set is equal to set nums, and we just iterate for each element in nums, and we first check if n minus 1 in num set. If it is, then we start the sequence. We check if n plus 1 is in num set. Here we should use the while loop because we want to keep incremented. I think I should probably use the index, because I think this way we can have more. It's easier to manipulate. So. Then we also have to have the max, the result is equals to 0. So we would so if it's still in the set, we just keep increment it, right? So we should have a length, the sequence length. Sequence length is equals to 0. I think it should start with 1 because the sequence always have 1. And here we will update our result with result. Minus 1 is 99, it's in the set, but it's not. So this will skip, go to the next one, so it's 1. And the 4 minus 1 is in the set. So it should be not in the set, so which means it would start a sequence. We just keep check it what's the sequence length, and we update our next sequence length, and we should return that. So I think this should be pretty straightforward, as long as we have to check which element can be the start, and we just keep increment it. Okay. Did I did something wrong? probably I should use this. This one. Like this. I think this one should be good. Here we will have to update our n because we are using the while loop. I don't know, my brain is slow at the night. Yep, so yeah, I missed this one. Yep, so it passed. Let's move on to the next one. So since this the time complexity should be big of n plus big of n, and which technically still big of n time, and the memory space capacity is also big of n because we have to store for the set. So that's it for this question. I don't remember if I explained the big O for this question, but yeah, it's big O of R and big O of C, n times m. So, but I don't think there's any better result because we have to iterate over every element. So technically it's still a linear time solution because yeah, they have like 81 cells in this case, so it's big O of I think it's a constant time because we already know it's 81, it's one scale, so it's a constant time operation, and for the memory is also constant. And for this question, it's also one pass, so big O of n and big O of n for this question. And the last question is the valid palindrome. So this question we use 2 pointers, one from the left, one is from the right, and we just keep checking if each character is same. If it met certain special case, we just skip it. So this question, there's a special trick that is Python has a built-in function. It's called L num. It will return if the character is alphanumeric. So yeah, let's write the code directly because it's very straightforward for this question. So it should be S to check if it's not alphanumeric, we just keep appending our left pointer until it's reached the alphanumeric, and also we will do it for the right pointer as well, since we are so here we will have to use the while function, so we would keep moving our pointer and not right. Okay, so now we get the right pointer, then we just have to check if left equals to right. If it is, then we just keep so if it's not, we return false immediately, and else if it's equals, then we just move our pointer right. So, and if it's finished search and didn't return any invalid palindrome, we can return true in this case. So let's run this. Okay, so it's Python, so they don't have this this syntax, so explanation. Okay, expect it to be true, but I return false. What happened? So the only way it can return okay, so guess it's the pointer issue. Oh, still run. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it has the uppercase and lowercase in this case. So, but it didn't really matter about the uppercase or lowercase. So we will have to call this. Okay, so why? I'm crying. Okay. Not in here. Fellows, I'm stupid. I don't know why I put it there. Right? Since we're going to see if this A equals to this, so the comparison happens in here. So in here we just check the wildcard, like these special characters. So that doesn't really matter. So yep, now it's working. So the time complexity is big of n since we're using 2 pointers. So we don't have any. We didn't store any anything. So the space complexity should be big of 1. So yeah, that's it for today's video. It's 5 leetcode. So I think the first 2 days is easy because I'm trying to do this leetcode 150. So right now I'm here. So tomorrow I will do the finish the 2-pointer and the sliding window. So yeah, I think tomorrow will be more challenging. But I will try to finish 5 questions per day, and I'm also thinking if I should do it. I think I still make mistakes anyways, so I think it's probably good to do it twice. But my brain just works slowly during night, so. Probably I should do the video. I don't know. Just keep writing and keep pushing. All right. Good luck, guys. Hope you all find a job soon. And if you find a good job, and please refer me. All right. See you guys.